Hello and welcome to Narrabri for the Santos Festival of Rugby. We have all sorts of rugby coming your way today, starting with women's sevens action between the Queensland Reds and New South Wales Waratahs. There is a Classics Wallabies clash as well against a local over 35s outfit. We have some stars around delivering some coaching clinics, making sure that this game that we love so much continues to foster its roots. But we have some terrific footy coming your way as well. We have the Women's Super W clash between the Tars and the Reds today. And then finishing it off this evening, the Super Rugby Oz clash between the Waratahs and the Queensland Reds. And then tomorrow we continue it all again with the under-19, starting things off and some more sevens action as well. Will Davies is my name, very pleased to say, joined by Aussie seven-star Dom DeToy. Dom, hello and welcome to you. How are you?
Hello, thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm great. I'm looking forward to all the rugby that you've just mentioned.
A lot to get through. The weather's been pretty good in Narrabri. There was a storm that rolled through last night. We're at about 19 degrees and dry at the moment, so we're hoping for enjoyable conditions for everyone packing into Dangar Park here in Narrabri. Big crowd expected, and the festival tickets have been selling really well to get involved in everything that's been going on around the Santos Festival of Rugby. But the Queensland Reds Sevens outfit, they won the Next Gen Sevens, but it's a massive turnaround. There's just 3 players from that squad here today.
Yeah, it is. We saw them, as you said, last week when they won. They went into that competition not having won before, and they went in underdogs, came away with a win. I think this new fresh outfit, Shannon Parry, has put has named Reese Orchard as the captain. She said she's really young, but real level head. She's super important.
Looking forward to seeing how they go in this one. We've got 2 sevens clashes this afternoon between these two sides. The Waratahs have a few stars coming back as well. Ari Ellis, after time with the Australian national side, the Wallaroos, over at the World Cup. Didn't get any game time really to celebrate as such, but here she comes, and it's a good Tars outfit.
It is. It's a great Tars outfit. She's one very exciting prospect, so young as well. But we've also got another young, exciting prospect is Darcy Turanui. Last week at Next Gen 7, she scored the match winner for them. So keep an eye on her. Chanel Williams, super strong, both in attack and defence.
A famous voice over the PA, Tim Horan doing everything around Dangar Park, which is always great to see. Everyone rolling their sleeves up and getting involved. We just had a look at that Tars outfit. We're looking forward to seeing them come out now. Mentioned a couple of famous names as well. Eddie Burke there to lead them out. And what are you expecting in terms of the turnover of the squads and the style of play?
I think both squads are going to try and play with a lot of width. They've both got plenty of speed. I think we'll see that. There's a few girls who had played in the Next Gen 7s that have now gone into their 15s team, which we'll obviously see them play following this game. So some new, fresh talent. I think we'll be looking to get the ball in those more experienced, level-headed players' hands, but that fresh talent coming on off the bench, it's going to make for some very exciting football.
Well, out onto the field at Dangar Park for these 2 7 squads. Here's TJ Murray for the Reds, an exciting young player. She's come through the Bond Uni 15 side this year through the centres. They had a run towards the grand final. And the Reds in their traditional outfits, and the Tars with a bit of a change strip here in Narrabri. And we are underway at the Santos Festival of Rugby for 2025. The kickoff doesn't go 10, and the Reds were hoping it would bounce, and it doesn't, so back we come. A bit of a letdown for the Reds to start.
Not the start the Reds would have wanted. Not the start any team would want, I guess. An opportunity now for the Tars.
And McCarthy had Burke on her outside. Williams running it through. There's a little bit of space for the Tars already. Cruikshank, a strong carry. Couldn't quite get the offload away. Burke presenting the ball. Ethan had a great campaign last weekend.
Hands off.
Burke testing the line. McCarthy, lovely step from McCarthy. Look at the space the Reds have allowed the Tars early. They've really started to push them.
Something so simple, but keeping the ball in 2 hands it just puts the defenders in two minds, whether they need to jam on you or if you're going to pass, go out. And that's exactly what McCarthy did. She squared up at the line, a beautiful scoop from Edie Burke. See that squaring up at the line, it just made Madison Pomeranke have to hold. She was able to use her speed to burn her on the outside.
A 7-0 the way of the Waratahs within the opening minute. Conversion successful. And after that errant kickoff, the Reds were going backwards just about the entire time.
When you're ready.
Chanel Williams kicking short again, contestable. It was right on the 10. Bounces back for Burke. Tars going back at the Reds line. Decent bit of defence, but ends up wheeling around and favouring the Waratahs. Williams again moving the Reds around. Pass wasn't a great one. Berryman watches that roll over. The pitch is a bit spongy after that rain. Second bite at the ball for the Reds. First chance to try and string it together, and another error ensures that that will end there for the Reds.
The Reds just trying to play fast. I liked the quick line out, just unable to hold on to it was Abby Spooner, with the ball ended up going forwards. They just probably need to settle. I do like quick line out in sevens, but perhaps just after the start they had, settle it down a little bit. Go to set piece.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
New South Wales leading 7-0. Pressure on the ball. Kicking through. There is space to exploit. Foot race. Marinki got back first.
On the ground. It's a knock on.
And there you have it. A knock on.
Some great eyes by Chanel Williams, recognising no sweeper, and to put the chase on, put the kick through and chase through herself. Fantastic effort. And that bobbling ball, Madison Pomeranke just unable to get a good, clean grab on it, especially with Chanel Williams coming over the top.
Crouch. Bind.
Pressure for the Reds here. Great spot for the scrum. The ball's there. Now they go to work. Now the Waratahs again just bursting through. It's all a little bit too easy at the moment, and Callaghan stretches the lead. It's the Tars 12, the Reds 0.
Great strength shown by Callaghan. It was Reese Orchard just caught in a bit of awkward spot for a tackle, unable to get her shoulders on and wrap around Callaghan. And that recognition to just get up off the ground and pin her ears back.
So, missed conversion. The score will stay at 12-0, but the Reds really haven't had much of an answer so far.
It's awkward. Reese Orchard just trying to go for the throwdown. Probably just need to get a good grab, body in front of body.
What a great contestable kick from the Waratahs. Burke. Try scorer Callaghan. Throwing the ball around. Really causing some indecision from the Reds. Waratahs again. Plenty of space. Ball floating forwards.
This could be the first opportunity we've seen for the Reds to have some good ball and attacking opportunity. The Tars
Need it, don't they? Just to get the ball in their own possession for a while.
Absolutely, as you mentioned, Will, they're just putting the Reds in all sorts, the Tars are.
Crouch. Bind.
Well, they've secured the ball from the scrum. Queensland out of their 22. A bit of a wraparound to this near wing, but great defence from New South Wales. Didn't have to be too dominant, just wrapped her up, and Darcy Tiranui doing a great job.
Again, that indecision for the Reds. Charlie Nicola looking to switch, dummy switch, skip under. Probably just need to pin her ears back and just run. Do a nice, strong, hard carry, create a platform.
Good line out, New South Wales. To centre field. Now, there's great cohesion and awareness from this New South Wales side in this opening half. Tiranui Can just use the pace. Couple of decent steps. Ball available. Williams. Burke and Williams combining again. Great heads up attacking play from New South Wales here.
10 from the side.
But a penalty going the way of Queensland, and a much needed one too.
Come around.
Indeed, another opportunity here. I think they need to settle it down. Somebody needs to take charge. Reece Orchard perhaps. Let's just hold on to possession. I'm loving the width and the free-flowing footy that the Tars are playing though.
There you go, the Reds. Burke, a strong tackle.
Ball's out.
Good clean out from Queensland. Burke, another good piece of defence. Another error from Queensland. Lifting the eyes. And the Waratahs a chance in the shadows of half-time to extend the lead, or have we called half? I think we've called half, so it'll be 12-0 at the break. The Waratahs, one-way traffic against Queensland early.
Rugby in Narrabri. New South Wales women's 12. Queensland Reds women 0. 7 minutes each half.
$12-0 at half-time. Some strong and resolute words needed from the Queensland hierarchy and the experience of Shannon Parry. Look, the Tars were good. Queensland left a lot out there. What did you see from the opening? Focusing on the Tars, the way that they really did bend Queensland's line.
They did, you're exactly right. They were so dominant, and the footy that they were playing, eyes up, ball in two hands, really expansive footy, and a lot of confidence. You could just see the confidence they had in themselves, in each other, throwing those passes, pinning their ears back. They just certainly looked like a more well-drilled team at this stage. I think the start that the Reds had, having dropped it off, not kicking at 10 off the kickoff, I think that probably got them on the back foot to begin, and it just looks like a little bit of indecision and inexperience perhaps for the Reds.
Nothing going right for Queensland in that opening half. A few dropped balls, passes thrown forwards, set piece not clicking, and they find themselves 12-0.
Sometimes that happens. The rub and the green's just not going your way, and it just continues to snowball, doesn't it, Will?
And they can reset. They were going backwards again, so that break could be beneficial for them. And they'll get the penalty for a high tackle. And work into Waratahs territory. Marenki hands it off to Abby Spooner. Good family connection here today. Nathan, her father, will be playing this weekend. Oh, great step and great offload as well for the Reds. Pomerenki just driving
Release now.
further into Waratahs territory. Back to the wing the Reds go. One-on-one. Good resolute defence. Across the shore. Great leg drive up to the 22 for the Reds. Pomerenki and Nicola. Pomerenki, a little bit of space and a good burst from her, working with Nicola and the Reds. A much-needed try.
That was the second time we saw Pomerenki and Nicola link up. I think that's perhaps going to be the key through the middle. Nicola looking very confident with her ball-playing ability and her footwork, and the hard running of Pomerenki. I think it's a very dynamic, lethal duo, those two.
Which has made the kick as easy as it can be. And the 2 is added. So 7-12. And Pomerenki has certainly had to earn that one.
See again, having that ball in two hands, using her footwork and the awareness
Just
to
right in the middle, please.
still try and keep the
Just
ball
in the
alive,
middle
do that
for me.
offload, and a beautiful line from Pomerenki.
Left.
Well, another opportunity from halfway. Spooner's kick does go 10 and it's dropped by the Tars on this occasion. So things rolling around and starting to go the Reds' way.
Yeah, this is the opportunity you want to take now. This for the Reds, this can be the turning point. Similar to Lara, almost just looking up, seeing Emerson Wynyard coming, ready to belt her.
It's those footsteps sometimes, isn't it?
Crouch. Bind. Set. Stay up. Stay up.
The Reds out of the scrum. Offload comes. Support took a while.
Tackle.
Reds, middle of Dangar Park, looking to potentially take the lead here. The run of play in the first half was all Waratahs, and so far the second half it's all Queensland. Nice little burst and great probing run from Murray. Murray will stream away. The Reds level it up against the Tars and a chance to take the lead.
I liked the Reds. They just kept hammering down that left-hand side. So initially where they dropped the ball, the Tars dropped the ball, and they just continue to go back down. So Abby Spooner stepped back in, and then now TJ Murray using quite a great solo individual try, using her footwork. Nice little dummy.
Important kick is certainly offline in terms of height and distance, and it stays locked at 12, but how quickly things can turn. Shannon Parry was giving plenty of what looked like calm and stern instructions, and the Reds have responded.
They have. There's someone that I want to give halftime chat. It'd be Shannon Parry.
Kicks a bit deeper this time. The Tars haven't had a lot of ball in this second half. An error handing it back to Queensland before. That's where Queensland need to try and hold that defensive shape and be disciplined, but penalty hitting them off
Take that step.
the hook, the Tars.
Let's use it, please.
The Waratahs up towards halfway, wrapping back around. Big looping ball puts them under pressure. But great strength. Good awareness too from Talia Berryman.
She's straight through.
Well, it's a loose ball. Tiranui's doing everything she can to try and
Run her off the ball.
keep it a contest.
You've got to change your direction. Go for the ball, not the player.
Almost a necessary penalty, really. She was one out, and the Reds had exploited the Waratahs, so we'll call it a professional infringement. Oh, the Reds, look at the space now. Wonderful run from Nicola through the middle, and she goes all the way. The Reds have the lead, and the emergence of Charlie Nicola in the past little while is something to see.
Yeah, she was a big standout last weekend. Played all 3 rounds of the Next Gen 7s. We saw the way that defence just opened up through the middle from Charlie Nicola. Great awareness by her to just take it. Didn't look to pass. Don't worry about the set piece. This hole presented itself. She made sure of it.
So 19 points to 12 the way of the Reds. The Tars scoring 12 unanswered points in the opening half. And then this second half, off the back of some wonderful individual work from Charlie Nicola. Pomeranki has been good as well. Murray, the other try scorer, heavily involved. But it is a much different Queensland Reds outfit in the second half of this one. And the kick turns the Waratahs around, and it continues to bounce and roll.
No, it's not, because you've got to do it immediately. Okay, we cannot run it out. Here's the goal line.
I'll leave this one to you.
Yeah, as you heard the ref say, unfortunately, when the ball rolls into in goal, you need to dot it down immediately. She unfortunately picked it up to go run, and then her teammates saying, quick, put it down, so she's put it down now.
She might have also felt the expression on your face from out in the middle of the park. The look of bewilderment. Oh, those fine moments.
It happens to the best of us, it's all right.
Clearing kick from the Waratahs goes up towards halfway. A good offload from the Reds. They are in control. And that'll allow the Waratahs maybe one last chance to get into it. Burke, understanding the preciousness of time. And gets it back. Been lively in the opener here.
That's all right.
Penalty for the Waratahs. Need to be good.
A great jam by Tali Devine. Too high was the call, but good read. She had to make that tackle and stick it.
The Tars, one last roll of the dice to try and level things up here in Narrabri. Tiranui, look at the pace of young Tiranui, the fend as well. Tiranui is just short.
12.
Terrific tackle. Tali Devine.
12.
Waratahs have the
Come
penalty.
back around, please. 12.
Another huge effort from Tali Devine. That tackle had to be made, and she did such a great job.
Looking at the Tars have one last try. The Reds' defence has improved in the second half, but they are under the pump. Coming back inside, maybe not the option, but Berryman now wheeling around. Berryman scores the try and the all-important kick to come.
This is going to be a huge kick for the Waratahs to level it up. You can see they're stepping back inside. We saw Prosser Shaw step in, trying to get through the middle just to make that kick a little bit easier, but it was going to be outside if they were going to score
Lovely game after this too.
the try.
Red, can you just jump out of the way, please?
Chanel Williams has got a big ask now from out wide.
As tough as it comes, and it will leave the two out there. So the Reds, a superb second half against the Waratahs in the opener. In the Santos Festival of Rugby in Narrabri, allows them to win 19-17. Tale of two halves. Some good rugby all around.
Everyone loves that, don't they? Exactly what I was going to say. A tale of two halves, and it really was. It was all the Tars ball in the first half. Second half, we saw the Reds have it in their hands. So it's going to make a cracking second game with how tight that was, Will.
Yeah, we look forward to that. A few players we didn't see in this opener that I'm sure we'll get to see in the second half. But both sides in each half, when they were dominating, controlling the ball, had a couple of standouts.
Yeah, they did. So nice to see Charlie Nicola through the middle, really dominating for the Queensland. And Chanel Williams, I love seeing her with the ball in her hand. She's got such a great step and power in her run.
Well, 19-17, it was 2-0 in the opening half, and then the Reds 3-1 in the second half. We have a look at a few of the highlights. Burt controlled things well, gave them some good steely go-forwards, but the ability to identify space from the Tars ball runners was ever-present.
Yeah, it was. This first half, the space just opening up a lot through that left-hand channel for the Tars, right-hand defensive side for the Reds. And again, you can't score if you don't have the ball in your hands, and that was the story for the first half for the Reds. But this second half, it really switched it around, and we saw Charlie Nicola and Madison Pomeranke link up a couple times. This fantastic barnstorming run from TJ Murray. Just a lot of power in the Reds, in their game, I guess.
That vision seemed to be much more at the forefront for the Reds, the confidence of having the ball and looking up to see where they can exploit. And then this last try from the Tars. Oh, look, we think about that try-saving tackle as well on Tiranui before this on the other side.
Yeah.
The kick would have been maybe a lot easier if she was able to scoot through and run all the way around under the post. So those, they're more than 1%ers, aren't they, those big try-saving tackles?
They
but
are.
It really did make the difference.
Well, the defence is exactly as you said, more than 1%ers. It's the difference. That's what wins games. And saw a couple of defence efforts from Tali Devine, which I loved. The read to jam when Tars had the overlap, and then that defence effort on Darcy Tiranui was huge. That was the game changer.
First match is in the books, 19-17, the way of the Queensland Reds. We have a lot more rugby coming your way, including a Super Rugby women's clash between New South Wales and Queensland, another Sevens clash, and then the Super Rugby Oz fixture to finish day one. Stay with us, we'll be back very soon. Welcome back to the Santos Festival of Rugby in Narrabri, a two-day extravaganza. Well, more than 2 days. There was plenty going on in Narrabri yesterday evening for a bit of a storm rolled through. The weather today is fine, about 19 degrees, and there are a lot of happy faces around Dangar Park in Narrabri. An expanded capacity with plenty of extra facilities. The barbecue is firing, and we love to see it. Everybody getting involved, and some famous faces across both the Waratahs and the Reds, and the national setups as well across the men's and women's programs. And this one, we have a Super Rugby women's clash between the Waratahs and the Reds. We had a women's sevens clash before, which the Reds won by 2 points. We'll have another women's sevens clash a little bit later, and then Super Rugby Oz men's match to finish things off between the Reds and the Waratahs. But we turn our attention back to this match ahead of us immediately, and that is the Waratahs and the Reds Super Rugby Women's. Well, Davies is my name. Very pleased to say I'm joined by Aussie Sevens star Dom DeToy. Dom, the Waratahs under Mike Riven, they have a couple of famous names in that front row, and some class scattered throughout beyond that.
Yeah, they do. There's plenty of players here who are part of the Super Rugby Women's Championship, led, of course, by Emily Robinson. She's got a wealth of experience. She was there with the Tars from the inception. Millie Parker, Ina Hooker, and Sui Volkman as the tight head prop. Holly Cameron, Talia Morgan, Ruby Anderson, Ella Walker, and Taj Head. Tatum Bird in at 9, another very experienced player. Will be looking to control that back line. Claudia Meltz in the 10 jersey, Rosie Ferguson and Luciana Vesikula in the centres, and in our back three we have Kiana Vatabua, Mackenzie Nelson and Paris in Gangri.
Mike Riven, the leader of this Tars setup, they've had great success at Super Rugby Women's Level 2, North Sydney Oval again this year. This is the Reds under Andrew Fraser, and look, starting at the top, some new faces, certainly a bit of turnover with the Reds, all the way down to a famous face emerging in the 15 jersey. But who stands out to you here?
If we look in the front line, we have Jordan Neal, Ronnie Setu and Tau Ayafeta, Dylan Blackburn and Vanita Tetau. I'll be looking to Dylan Blackburn as well. I think she'll be strong there. Paris Moe, Sarah Reardon and Kieran Berry. Sarah Reardon and Sarah Doherty, plenty of experience between those two. In the captain jersey, of course, Renee Nona, plenty of excitement from her in the number 10. We have Eva Doblo, Ava Wareta and Brianna Dascombe, Piper Flynn and Kaylin Passy, of course, in the fullback jersey.
Great opportunity for both of the squads to continue rolling things out. And Dascombe out into the middle of Dangar Park as well, a name who has been present with the Reds for a while, really enjoyed a bumper campaign locally in Queensland to rediscover the love for the game on the back of a tough run with injury, and it's a pretty constant story across sport through Australia. You have that bad run, but find a way just to rediscover the love, and the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, you're right. She did say that. She said she had the whole season out last season from the Reds, but that local rugby really found her love for the game again. She won the Selena Worsley medal as well, which is awarded to the players, the competition player of the season. So it was great to see her reignite her love and come back here. I'm sure we'll see plenty of her in the action today.
Ronnie Setu getting ready to rip in. It is a strong Reds front row. They'll need to be good too. There is a lot of experience, as you touched on, in the Waratahs front row. Emily Robinson a chance to continue to add to her very, very impressive resume. And we're just waiting to see the Tars come out onto the field.
Jordan Neal on screen. She recently returned from England for the Australian Defence Force in the International Defence Rugby Championship. So she's got some footy fresh in her.
Really making the Reds wait. Good gamesmanship here from the Waratahs. And now they come out onto Dangar Park, led by Emily Robinson. Tatum Bird behind her, who's been rolling around with the 7 squad of late as well. And as you touched on, important for her to control things and get the opportunity to lead the side around, with usual scrum halves not necessarily being around at the moment off the back of the Wallaroos campaign.
Yeah, exactly right. She's been in that Wallaroos extended squad before. She knows what it takes. She's been around both 7s and 15s for a really long time. She's a bit of a jack of all trades, I think.
Captain. Yeah.
Waiting for the silverware to be taken from the middle and the plinth as well.
All right, we're good to go there, Charlotte.
Crowd starting to roll in at Dangar Park in Narrabri. Very healthy ticket sales, corporate hospitality, a lot of interest, as you'd imagine. And we are underway in the Super Rugby Women's Clash between the Tars and the Reds as part of the Santos Festival of Rugby.
Knock on advantage.
The Waratahs in the navy blue, the Reds in the clash
Scrum
strip,
blue.
and an early knock-on from Queensland. We'll see our first scrum within the opening 30 seconds.
Ball was well
Patience.
taken by
Patience.
Feta after a bit of
Emma.
miscommunication, lack of comms between her and Dylan Blackburn, but with the Waratahs defence all getting involved in that first tackle that caused Feta to lose control of it. Early opportunity for the Waratahs.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Steady.
A bird feeding it out. Ferguson in midfield, quick hands, and it goes to ground off Narrabri. Still there for the Tars. Good strong carry from Talia Morgan. Now with Walker. Decent defence as well, hanging on.
Back.
Robinson holding her feet and then
Play on,
met
off the
very
foot,
solidly.
backwards, play on.
Sarah Reardon, and it
Knock on
affects the
advantage.
turnover. Reds running it out
Advantage
of
over.
their defensive area. Strong tackle in combination initially. Nelson, and into touch they go.
Doblo just run out of room by her teammates there. She tried to step in, but it was beautiful defence
this is
from
the gap
Nelson,
now. Don't
using
step
that
in.
sideline, wrapping the ball
Girls, you need
up.
a hooker, please.
Millie Parker throwing deep. Tars getting away with it there, and strong carry from Ella Walker.
Step.
Great defence from Queensland. Yafeta.
Step.
Well, the Reds' defence has been bruising early. Tars holding it together. Meltzer.
Backwards. Play
Ball's a
on.
bit loose from the Waratahs. Ferguson mops up.
Step back. Back. Back.
Meltzer. The line for Ella Walker. She has been busy early. Meltzer pleading
Inside
for it.
50, stop
Seeing something
line.
she likes.
Okay.
No one back for the Reds. The 50-22 was on, but the ball takes a turn towards the posts. Ellen Parsi. So much excitement around her involvement in this 15 side. Have a look at that run to the outside for
Leave now
the
and on ball.
Reds.
Step back. Back.
Walker hanging on. Robinson involved. Nona. He's really nice. Work from Reardon. Great attacking line. Both sides.
Back blue. Step.
A lot to like in terms of the cohesion so
Release
far.
and roll first.
The Reds getting a relieving penalty.
Number 8, roll away.
Obviously the opportunity to continue to play high-level
Just
rugby like this.
Number 8,
There'd
roll
be
away.
a couple of deep breaths already with a bit of enthusiasm in defence from both sides.
Yeah, both sides been relentless in defence. Really well connected ball, unable to find touch there from Nona.
So The Waratahs, good defence from Tutau. Robinson stopped in her tracks as well. Bird spotting a gap that closed very quickly with Berry. Anderson. Oh, a couple of bites at it, but Volkman held on well. Good clean out from the Waratahs.
Stop 9.
So the Reds' defence keeping them at bay. Again, Meltzer able to turn Queensland around. And the ball, where will it be spotted? Just outside the 22, but heads up stuff from Claudia Meltzer.
Yeah, great eyes from Meltzer. I've seen her
Just edge of the line, please.
attempt that before as well. Just unable to quite get it this time. It was the bounce going out
Waratahs,
just
hooker,
short
please. Hooker.
of the 22.
Someone at hooker, please.
See Doblo racing back there. Sigh of relief, I'm sure, from her that it didn't
Step
cross
up.
that
Onto the
line.
mark.
The Reds right at the 22.
Stay
Go to
behind,
work
last
with the
feet,
set
9.
piece. Waratahs being splintered.
That's
Some
one.
handy meters early from the Reds, and now with Nonna. And the defence is strong. That's a cool up. A strip from Ferguson, and the knock-on called. So another scrum coming up. It was the initial carry from Setu.
Yeah, I like the work rate from Setu to come around the ruck, and it looked like it was about to be a really dangerous run.
Yeah, keep it up.
But Ferguson's
Get your bind a bit longer, please. off the
ability to
shoulder.
get a hold of
Okay.
the ball and get
Easy
a
out,
grip
Mark,
there
guys.
is really well done.
Longer bind off the shoulder. Crouch! Bind! Set! Steady!
Waratahs get it out. There is movement through the back line. Meltzer, a great ball that just out in front of Nelson. Nelson held up.
Ball!
Resolute defence from Queensland. And they've turned the ball over.
We heard the call for Maul, so the
taken
Reds
by
knew all they
Blue.
needed to do was just get that
Scrum
ball to the
red.
ground and trap it in there.
Yeah, agree. You need to keep it.
Just the ability to wrap that ball up, just unable to offload it. The Reds getting involved, they heard that Maul call. They all packed in, keep that ball wrapped up. Don't allow Nelson to get rid of it.
Crouch!
Reds have been under a bit of pressure at scrum time.
Bind!
Interesting to see with the feed if they can
Steady!
hold the Tars at bay. Tars an initial shove and it's coming back.
Hold in
Midfielder
front.
Nonna. Kick will go pretty well for Meltzer. Put herself in a good spot.
No, back.
Again, great defence from the Reds, just rushing up and putting pressure on New South Wales. Vadabu. Well brought down. Important tackle from Parsi.
Hold.
Bird. Delivering. Touch head. Handing it off to Ella Walker for another strong run. Ferguson just goes herself. Queensland rushing up, and that's where the opportunity could present itself here for the Waratahs. Meltzer. Nice little offload for Millie Parker.
Stay there. Leave it, Reds!
Oh, Robinson lifting her eyes to see where the gaps might be and dropping that ball. So another scrum coming.
Yeah, a bit of an uncharacteristic error, I think, from Emily Robinson. In the middle of the park, she was
Mark.
probably
Quick set, please.
thinking of who she's going to run over
Yeah,
next.
you two on this
The
side.
ball just
Both
going
need
to her
keep
outside
square
hand and
keep your elbows up.
fumbling it.
Sorry, outside.
I haven't really seen anyone break the line
Stay
yet.
square, elbows up.
It's been really good, solid defense from both sides. No one
Crouch!
cracking
Bind! Set, hold! Take it back!
Well, the kick's a good one. Really great territory from Renee Nona. Waratahs all the way back.
No, backwards.
Vadabu's created some issues for the Reds on that left wing a few times.
Holding.
And there's the call. Holding in the tackle, so the Reds moving well around Dangar Park.
Holding on.
Yeah, that initial
Hands in the
kick
ruck.
from Nona to put the Tars back in their half, to gain them really good field position. You see the recognition from the Reds to peel for the ball, get on top nice and early.
Sorry. Yeah, sure.
Not allowing Vadabua
Good job
to
not pulling it.
release that ball and
Yeah.
get it back.
Yeah, actually, come in one, please. Come in one. Okay. Yeah. More. Don't change 4.
The maul's been effective for Queensland. They've
Advantage.
wheeled it out twice, and
Side entry number
on
3.
both occasions it's been good. The pass may be slightly forward to Doherty, but on we go.
Still playing
Reardon
advantage.
providing a huge amount of go forward for Queensland. Waratahs' defence needed to be good, and it was.
New advantage, 15
Passy.
offside.
A new advantage for Queensland. Passing with a great fend and then just handing it back to New
Let
South
it go.
Wales, but
Offside. Where you
with
are.
the benefit of advantage, and they take it quickly. Doherty. The line closed in on her fairly quickly. Berry, just a
back.
couple away now. Queensland probing, just
On the
driven
line,
back by
on the
New
line.
South Wales. The try's there. Setu just diving under, and Ronnie Setu has the first try at Narrabri.
Seeing Doherty, she recognised from that tap, let's play fast, let's go at them while they're fractured, while the defence is out of sorts. And that's exactly what the Reds did. Continue, that was a really fast ruck speed as well from the Reds there. The pick and go initially from Paris Moore and then Setu. Seeing the Waratahs just too far behind the line, allowing that space for the Reds. The first try goes to Queensland Reds.
She looked keen to be involved throughout the opening 12 minutes as Ronnie Setu getting some further encouragement to Sarah Reardon with the kicking duties. Great first strike from her, and the Reds lead 7-0. It's been an interesting battle, the two number 8s. Very similar, strong, abrasive ball carriers, Reardon and Ella Walker. And we look forward to seeing that materialise. But the Reds' first foray deep into Waratahs territory and come away with all 7 points.
Yeah, they have. Seen it's very much seesawing game. No one's line breaking too far.
Well taken, Doherty. Play for New South Wales on the ball, and illegally so.
4 needs to roll first, affecting to play the ball.
There you go, the initial tackle
Affecting playing
from
the ball.
Holly Cameron,
Number 4 needs to roll.
preventing a solid breakdown for the Reds.
Number 4 not rolling.
No issue with distance from Renee Nona's boot.
Nah, for me it was close. Yeah.
This New South Wales women's versus
Yeah.
Queensland
Yeah, we see here Holly Cameron
$55,000
just not rolling
to the
before
winner.
Ella Walker was pilfering the ball, which meant the Reds weren't able to get a good, clean ruck.
A quick ball from the Reds. Nona involved with Waratahs in 30.
Sorry, just a knock on. Okay, just a knock on. Sorry, guys. Knock on. Knock on in the tackle.
So another scrum, and it'll be a Reds feed leading 7-0.
Yeah, your player touched it. Okay. Yeah.
That knock on,
Here's our
just
mark,
as
Number 8, make sure you stay back in the
Vasabua,
line out.
she almost looked like she was going to go for the
Much better that time.
intercept
Much better,
a little
okay?
bit,
Keep
but
working
no,
out
the ref's saying it was in the tackle.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Good shot from the Reds. You can see the angle of the Waratahs front row starting to splinter, and it is a tough ball for the Reds to make something of. Parsley did well. Great attacking run from Blackburn.
Still play on, blue ball.
The Tars have stolen it.
Hold there.
The Bird fishing it out after Taj Head turned it over. Ollie Cameron heavily involved and losing the ball in contact. So both packs getting a lot of work early here at Narrabri, the Festival of Rugby.
Early on, they just weren't staying square, but they're much better now.
They are really strong tackle again from Walker, and this steal from Taj was unreal. Her ability to get that low and strong over the ball, no one was moving her. Ollie Cameron was unable to hold on to the ball in her run.
Bind! Set!
Good shot from the Waratahs. The Reds under pressure, able to bring the ball out, and Nona attacking the Waratahs defensive line. Good quick ball from Piper Flynn. The Reds with a little bit of a roll at the moment.
Backwards.
Backwards off hands, Nona mopping up. Excuse me, Tutal.
Advantage. Still playing advantage.
Those set of valuable meters.
Advantage over.
The Reds back into Waratahs,
Make it back.
deep into Waratahs territory, we should say.
Nice.
Now just 5 away. So the Reds, when they get down this end of the field, they look really damaging, really dangerous for the Tars to deal with. Head looking for another turnover, now waved away. Reds getting organised. Doherty doing a great job of marshalling the troops. And Blackburn takes them 3 away. Setu picks and goes, and Head with strong defence. Oh, the Reds, Reardon, another big strong ball carrying Reardon, bustles over, doing a lot of work early for Queensland, the skipper.
That was such a strong run from Reardon. The space was really opening up out wide from the Tars, and no one was going to stop her over the line. But the speed, the ruck speed for the Reds has been absolutely killing the Waratahs. See Doherty organising in from the base of the ruck. And this run, as I said, out wide, just too far apart, just allowing Reardon to poke her head through. The Tars really have to tighten up on a player like her. The beautiful pill from Doherty off the deck. And the recognition from Tutu to know, okay, I've got Reardon outside me, I'm giving her the ball.
$20 seconds.
Reardon's kick is a good one. She's seeing them well all over the park from the tee, and also winding up from the back fence, and the Reds lead 14-0 within the opening 20.
Halfway through this
You guys
first
just need to
half.
be quicker at rolling out, okay? You need to be quicker rolling to the side. There's been a couple against you guys now. Okay?
$25,000 to the winner and the Santos Cup.
Stay behind.
Claudia Meltzer has controlled things well when she's had that go forwards. The kick's good one. It causes some indecision from Piper Flynn. Bounces into touch.
Very crafty with her kicks, Meltzer. She does well to put it just over Piper Flynn's head there. I'm sure Piper next time will be readjusting, standing on that sideline.
It's off hands and mopped up by Holly Cameron. More experienced young players in the Tars outfit. She's been around Super Rugby Women's program the past few years. Another strong carry. Ella Walker. Meltzer. Good strong run through the middle from Vesicula. Waratahs would love some points. They've been down this end a few times. Robinson hammered by a couple. Oof, big hit on Tatum Bird as well. Healed.
Step.
With a no-look pass for Cameron to make the most of. Good defence from the Reds. Waratahs just going side to side at the moment. Volkman. Picks and goes again.
Play on, clear release.
A Bird looking for something. Walker, another great run from her. Always
Hands
falling
off.
forwards in the tackles. Volkman. Credit again to the Reds. They're closing down any gap that the Waratahs think they spy. Robinson working around.
No, falling, play on.
Heald has some room to work with around the breakdown. Turnover's good.
Good steal, play on. Hold loose.
Waratahs again coming deep into Reds territory and leaving without points at the moment. Nona. And Flynn has been good out on that right wing when called upon.
Step.
Up to the 22, the Reds. Happy to string the phases together. Heald has been very busy.
No hands, let it come. Step back. Wait. That's inside.
So from inside, straight into touch. We'll have a line out to settle things down. The Waratahs having to have a think about how they're going to exploit Queensland's line a bit more.
Yeah, they're just proving to be impenetrable, Reds. Their connection's so strong. Inside pressure.
Uncontested.
No contest, play
The
on.
Waratahs leave with it. Ella Walker doing so much work for the Waratahs early. Heald also very busy. Passing it back inside for Millie Parker. Reds waiting in defence. Brianna Dascombe getting busy. Melts up. Just about through the Waratahs. It takes 3 to bring the Tars fullback down. Robinson.
Good steal.
Again at the breakdown, you've mentioned it a few times. They are ferocious and well organised, Queensland,
Inside.
at the breakdown, and it's a great kick from Reardon. Really nice work and just sending the Tars all the way back into their own half.
The field position that the Reds are gaining from their kicking and the
come on,
distance
please.
that they're able to get on each kick, I think is going to potentially prove the difference in this game, with both
Red,
sides being
red, green,
so
blue, please.
strong defensively. Field position is going to be a huge key.
Yep. Hooker, please. Number 2. Oh, you need a hooker.
Millie Parker, another of these Tars who featured fairly centrally in their Super Rugby Women's domestic campaign earlier in the year.
Play on.
Young woman with a bright future. Look at the back row of the Waratahs combining Walker and Heald. And Heald is running away from the Reds. A lovely little step to buy herself some more time. And Taj Heald deserves the try for the Waratahs.
Didn't she look great in space, Taj Heald? Renee Nona unable to chase her down. She put a nice strong fend and she pinned her ears back. After saying the Reds were impenetrable, that was really strong effort from the Waratahs. It was a bit of an overthrow on the line out. They cleaned it up nicely. And again, it was Walker. She's been involved in everything this half. A great support line from Heald, though, and a really strong, big don't argue. Nona unable to chase her down. Well-earned try, as you said, Will.
Huge pace. She's run half the field. Knows to stay very close to her back row partner in Ella Walker when she runs the ball and attracts the defenders. Taj Heald, a great try for the Waratahs.
10.
Melts up, straight through the middle. 7 plays 14. Much needed points for the Waratahs as Ferguson receives a bit of attention.
I mentioned field position earlier, but it's been the Tars that have had the majority of the field position. They've been in the Reds half, Reds 22 for most of this game, just unable to break through. But that line from Walker, that run from Walker, sorry, and the line from Heald, that was huge. That was exactly what the Waratahs needed.
14-7.
Reds kicking deep. Ferguson running it back. Reds defense has been good and they force another error.
Knock on.
Go to work. Tutau. Good support from Doherty.
No, play on.
And Tutau working it away to her second row partner, Dylan Blackburn.
Knock on advantage is over.
Dascombe. Strong carry.
Let it go now. Good steal. She's got the ball.
Really
Let it
nice
go now,
work at the
Red.
breakdown from
Hands
New
off.
South Wales on this occasion. Tatum Bird sending it back. Meltzer under pressure.
Okay, good now.
And an error from Queensland, giving the Waratahs a nice chance with good field position to take a breath and have a look at that scoreboard and know that they're right in this one.
Yeah, the Reds are starting to look a little bit dangerous, but it was New South Wales Waratahs that got a turnover at a pretty crucial moment, I think, forcing the error then, a double error, back-to-back errors with the turnover and the knock-on from the Reds.
Stay square. Push straight.
Exactly what the Waratahs need after getting some points on the board, now getting good field position.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Depth from the Tars. And attacking Queensland's line. Just a handoff in the end to Vesicula.
Back.
Initial work from Ferguson was strong.
Inside 50.
And Meltzer from within inside her 50.
Okay.
Again, the kick just turns a little bit left and look at it, just dribble towards the line. Reds will play it. Piper Flynn with confidence. Parsi. Not what the Waratahs want to see. Kaylin Parsi wheeling around in space.
No hands, leave it.
Ingenieri, good cover tackles. There's been a lot to like about her game so far. Ball in dispute.
Play on, no
There's an
touch.
unfair bounce for Mackenzie Nelson. Molly Cameron diving on the ball.
On by Blue. Let it go, let it go. Blue
The knock on. It'll slow us down again. Look, it's been frenetic. Plenty of fatigue starting to set in. I think you've seen that with the Reds. How often they've had to defend and the brutal physical work they've been putting in. Already causing a couple of deep breaths to be taken.
Play for the ball,
You
yeah.
can see why she's got so much excitement about her wheel, Kaylin Parsi. I'd love to see her in more space more often. This effort from Sarah Doherty, unreal. She recognised the space in behind and she was one that put on the chase, got the benefit of a good bounce for her, putting her body on the line,
Crouch!
earning her side another opportunity in
Bind!
some good field position.
Set! Up, up.
Penalty to the Reds, and they take it quickly. Loves a quick tap, Sarah Doherty. Flat ball at the line. Gascom's well
Play
wrapped
on, she's
up.
got the ball. Hold.
Reserve hooker Ella Hooper on in 16.
Hold 8, step 8.
Be a Waratahs feed. Berry having a look and dropping it before she had it.
You mentioned it earlier, Will, that the defence that the Reds are having to do, it could prove to be a little bit detrimental to them at the back end of this game. See Berry just looking up, unable to hold on to the ball. But certainly being the Reds, their defence has been fantastic. It's been unrelenting, but it does tend to take a toll on you when you're constantly defending to the back end of the game.
Both sides with extended benches today as part of this Santos Festival of Rugby in Narrabri and the standalone Super Rugby Women's Exhibition clash, which we are enjoying. Great to see these young women be able to continue to play on the back of Super Rugby Women's earlier in the year, and a couple of the Wallaroo squad members on the bench for the Tars as well. Aria Ellis and Annabelle Cody.
Back 2. Still playing advantage, high tackle.
Nona holding it up. Causing some indecision here from the Waratahs. The
No advantage there,
handoff
guys, we're coming back.
didn't quite go to plan. Back we come, all the way back for that penalty.
Cool, thanks, mate. High tackle.
Seeing a nice little combination with Waratah and Doblo down this close sideline, closest to the broadcast. I'd like to see both of them a little bit more space. They look very dangerous.
Nona again off the instep of the boot and not chewing off as much territory as she would like.
Just get the person at the back.
Beautiful little show and go from Waratah. I think it was well held, that first one. Second one unable to go to hands though.
Taken at the front by Queensland and just handed off a couple of times from the Reds. Good work at the breakdown by Tatum Bird. Wonderful turnover from the 9.
Holding on.
Again, you see that body position nice and low. She did not even miss a beat. She's over that ball straight away.
Meltzer continues to kick well.
See, as Hopper got taken to ground, Tatum Bird was right in there. Multiple Reds players also trying to move her off the ball, but she was holding strong. She's little, but she's strong.
That's right. Caught on the outside shoulder.
Big
That's
missed
right.
opportunity from the for the Tars there.
Marked on the 15.
Referee calling the ball not straight.
Not straight.
Those are the mistakes you've got to clean up.
Queensland's
Hands off.
dangerous every time they get a bit of depth to their attacking play, certainly when the forwards are calling for the ball as well.
Strip, play on.
Heavy collision again. Finds its way to Volkman.
Step.
Pushes forwards in the carry. Melts up. The Tars unleashing the backline. Great inside ball again. Visakula and Guinieri combining. Bird darting. Ferguson keeping it herself and then using Ruby Anderson. Turnover at the breakdown. The Reds answering back. And of course the skipper Sarah Reardon involved.
I loved that play from the Tars between Ingineri and Vesikula. The inside ball was beautiful. See, as Rosie Ferguson takes it, Ruby Anderson takes it in. And it's Sarah Reardon over that ball. You can see how strong she is.
6 to play to half-time. The Reds leading 14-7.
No.
Open the scoring with a try to Setu and then
Hands.
a try to Reardon.
No.
The Tars have found their way right back into it though. Try from Heel. Combining with her back row partner, Ella Walker. Running half the length of the field to score. Meltzer looking to chew off a little bit more territory than that, but safely into touch. Big afternoon and evening still to come here in Narrabri. A women's sevens match following this between New South Wales and Queensland. And later on a Super Rugby Oz men's match between New South Wales and Queensland. A couple of reinforcements back for the Reds, looking to remind Wallabies selectors that they are fit and firing. Fezler will come off the bench as hooker. But here's Bird. Supplying well, as usual. Holly Cameron up towards the 22. Bird. Meltzer. Sakula. With defence Queensland and important breakdown work from the Tars. Meltzer. Volkman. Queensland at the breakdown. Hands on the ball. Turning it over. Dylan Blackburn.
Holding on.
Seeing both sides being really strong over the ruck, so maybe a little bit late is the attacking side to seal and be there in support. Dylan Blackburn again, right on that ball just as Tatum Bird was earlier. No time wasted. Holding strong.
Yeah, just there, yeah.
Red's able to play that one. More effective again. Nona. Reardon.
I'm happy to play on that one. Thanks.
Ball in dispute.
Leave now. Back.
Just more than 3 to half time. The Reds pinching good metres here, up towards halfway. Strong work at the breakdown too. And Parker a little bit less than pleased with the contact.
Leave it, Red.
Gets involved herself now as well. Waratahs doing well. Lee Cameron.
Leave, Red. No, not on the ball. Step back. Back, Red. Back. Good.
Meltzer. Engineering. Queensland rushing up. Meltzer was going backwards, very flat-footed. Wasn't in the right spot for that, but still makes a lovely decision. Works the ball well through the middle of the park. The Reds, the far side. Flynn. Good strong leg drive from her. Reardon. Dangerous ball runner. Inflowed eventually. Works out pretty well for Queensland. Reardon again. Strong carry from her and hands it off. Doherty has no support. Reardon has to get up and make a fourth effort.
Then he's got to roll first. Number 9 not rolling.
Meltzer a good tackle, but real effort from
Step.
Narrabri.
Still playing advantage, not rolling.
And Tutau. Strong work from the Tongan International and a great offload too. Blackburn. Doherty and Tutau. A lot of eyes on Tutau as the eligibility period comes into effect, potentially for the Wallaroos over the next year or so.
Knock on.
Queensland Reds certainly very excited about being able to have her in this squad and see what she can do.
That was a great passage of play from the Reds. Started down here on this sideline with Brianna Dascombe and Sarah Reardon, but the support play from the Reds is what I'm loving the most. They're keeping the ball alive, looking for the offloads, pretty fast rucks, just unable to keeper holding it there probably went for one, two extra offload, giving that turnover. But I love the free-flowing attack that we're seeing from the Reds.
Bind! Set up.
30 seconds to half-time. The Waratahs from their own defensive line melts up.
Hold.
It'll exit the 22. Well trapped. And Doblo. Parsi. Berry. And the Reds. Have they got one last foray? Loretta releasing Flynn. Waratahs having to be very well organised here. The Reds driving forward. It's been stripped and then lost forward by the Tars. Tutau. Tutau is over. Robinson underneath the ball and strips it away.
Stripped in goal. Goal line drop out, guys. That's half time.
That is indeed half-time. The Reds scoring the opening 2 tries and the Waratahs hitting back, but it's been physical. The forwards have dominated. There been a couple of nice passages when the backs have been involved, but at half-time, interesting stages with the Reds leading 14-7.
Yeah, a lot of unstructured play from the Reds, and they're really excelling in that unstructured when the Tars' defence is fractured. But that's when we're seeing the Reds really come to life.
Looking forward to seeing this open up in the second half. Extended benches, no doubt, will be used, and plenty of fatigue creeping in on the back of the physicality in the opening half. And it is the Reds 14 leading the Tars 7. We'll be back very soon to have a look at some of the first half highlights.
As the flowers, I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds, the bill and coo birds. You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds, the bill and coo birds. You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds, the bill and coo birds.
Half-time in Narrabri between the Waratahs and the Reds Super Rugby women's outfits, and it is a festival of rugby brought to us by Santos in Narrabri. So many great fixtures in the middle of Dangar Park, but so much going on around the field and also around the town. And Dom Toy, the Reds started really, really well. Setu with the opening try, and it wasn't exactly off sustained pressure down here. It was just the Reds capitalising, using their big ball run as well, and being able to score on a couple of occasions, first to Setu and then to Reardon.
Yeah, I think each time that they've got into the Tars 22, they've looked like scoring, or they have scored. That first try from Setu was potentially their first time entering the 22, just using their power, that the spacing from the Waratahs out wide, allowing the Reds to generate some really fast ruck speed and drive over.
This was a great try from the Waratahs, somewhat against the run of play too, because the Reds had dominated a 10 to 15 minute period. Ella Walker's been terrific in the 8 shirt, and Taj Yield has just supported everyone whenever she possibly can, and she's run half the length of the field to score.
Yeah, the Reds were so well connected in defence until this fantastic run from Ella Walker, opening up the defence from the Reds, and the support line from Taj Yield was unreal. That was the first time that the Tars had actually penetrated the Reds line.
3 tries in the opening half, 1 to the Tars and 2 to the Reds, Reardon and Setu. And the kickers have been successful on all occasions as well. Extended benches, as we mentioned, a couple of stars on the Waratahs bench, with Annabelle Cody and Pyaria Ellis returning from the Women's World Cup in the UK to be a part of this Santos Festival of Rugby. So we look forward to seeing them, and plenty of the Queensland Reds bench as well. But that isn't too far away. We'll have players back out on the field in the second half of this between the Tars and the Reds.
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds, the bill and coo birds. You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds, the bill and coo birds. You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds, the bill and coo birds.
Second half, not too far away. The Reds leading 14 points to 7. And it's been dominated by the forwards, this one so far, Dom. But when both backlines are released, there's certainly been a lot to like. I think at fullback for the Tars, Paris Ingenieri has showed some elusive work and some good vision. Meltz has kicked well, and then on the other side of the ball, Daskin's been physical. Piper Flynn in particular as well. When they've been able to release her, she's looked pretty damaging too, and they'd love to see Kaylin Parsi with a little bit more space.
Yeah, we saw a glimpse of Kaylin Parsi and what she can do. And as you mentioned, Piper Flynn, she backs herself. So when she's in space, she really has a lot of confidence to back herself and have a crack, which I love to see. You did mention the forward packs have been so strong. As you said, both eights have been unreal. Very much similar players leading from the front.
Piper Flynn kicks off to start the second half. The Tars receiving. Instantly, the Reds back at the breakdown and another turnover. Berry doing some great work.
I've seen a lot of turnovers at the breakdown from both sides. And this one happening just 15 seconds into the first half.
Conditions are good in Narrabri, 19 degrees. Some rain last night with the storm rolling through. Added a little bit of extra cushion to the surface.
See Berry as she rips down the New South Wales Waratahs player to pilfer the ball.
Works out well. Tutau cleaning up for Queensland, and Reardon gathering the offload from her. Interesting jersey allocations across the Reds. Nona, the fly half jersey, wearing 5. She's been good controlling. I think they were excited to be able to have her a little bit more central and getting her hands on the ball as first receiver. And she's releasing Dascom, who showed some trademark grit, who came loose. And initially the Reds were able to continue on. It's gone to ground, and we will have another scrum.
It's a strong carry from Dascom. She's unable to hold it, but gee, I want to see her with the ball in the hands when they get this close to the line.
Just back here.
See the way she takes the line on and runs, takes 2 players
Same message, hide up on
to
this
try
side,
and get
okay?
her down. This Paris Ingenieri getting the strip.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Good platform from the Reds. Ball straight to the back. Nona looking for options. Great pass out to Parsi. Parsi, terrific fend and a little dummy. Kaylin Parsi just short.
On the line.
Quick ball for Nona. Strong work from Berry. Just short herself. So the Reds starting the second half brightly.
Play it.
Tars holding them out. Now they're down.
Try. Held on the ground.
There's the explanation. So they were down.
Holding on.
No try. Penalty going the way of the Waratahs.
Yeah, the Reds just holding on to it following the tackle. You have to release the ball once you've been tackled. See her just getting dragged over the line. I don't know, it was a hard one. It looks like she couldn't have released it. She was actually dragged by the Waratahs.
Meltz's kick didn't buy the Waratahs much room, but that is a strong run.
Step.
Again, the Tars getting great purchase from their back row. Ella Walker continuing to do the business. Helen Parsi, understandably a great one-on-one tackle. Robinson, the captain for the Waratahs.
Inside.
Healed. Oh, huge shot, and it was high.
28.
Tutau is going to the bin for this one.
High tackle. High force, change of direction, yellow card.
So Tutau spends 10 minutes in the bin and a real chance for the Waratahs to try and open things up a touch.
Yeah, that's not the start the Reds want to this half. Down a player for 10 minutes. See Tutau come in.
Can you get them with you?
You heard the ref say high force. That's just a shoulder to the head. You've got to drop your tackle height a little bit more than that. Hinge at the hips.
Doesn't made a change at hooker. Britt Merlot, the vice captain, comes on with a huge amount of experience, and have a look at the work rate of Ella Walker. That's a tough one for the Tars. Melts up.
Knock on.
Spilling that one cold.
Meltzer probably had too much space in front of her. She was thinking about what she's going to do next. Had to look up. Unable to keep her hands on that ball. It's an early opportunity for the Reds.
Yeah, you guys
and they're down a player.
Before the ball, okay?
They want to try and hold on to this ball as long as they possibly can. Ride out the phases.
Yep.
Wind down that clock until they're back to their full complement.
I've got 10!
Crouch! Bind! Set! Steady!
Tars the penalty.
Collapsing, number 3. Just, yeah.
Been under the pump a little bit to start the second half. And this is a much better kick from Meltzer. Pretty happy with it too.
Subs.
There's a
Reds.
penalty.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Red, step out.
Irfeta just unable to hold her feet.
Merlot to the back. Great throw, but the Tars unable to secure it at height. It was well picked up by Ella Hooper, who loses it in carry. And surprise, surprise, Taj Heald and young Ella Walker involved in the collision.
They've been so prominent this game.
Okay, pack down,
See
please.
Hild getting over the ball. Her work rate, she was in the line out, the work rate to get back behind the ball, swing round and come through the gate. Unreal.
Netta Tutau,
Crouch!
Tongan international.
Bind!
Likely on the radar of the Wallaroos as well. The eligibility windows. Lovely work, great shape as well. Martha Harvey involved.
Gone.
Again, handling errors thwarting the attacking prowess of both sides.
Paris and Neri unable to hold on to it. It was a really nice run from Vatabua. Saw the pass from her inside. Good offload. Oh, probably a great option to offload. Just need to get the pass up a little bit.
Stability before the ball. Okay, keep it up. Crouch! Bind! Set! Balls at the back, wait.
No. Dascombe, lovely ball for Parsi.
I'm happy with that one.
A few Tars waiting for her though.
Hold. Back.
Annabelle Cody. Neat work from her. An injury in back play too. Ingenieri. Tatum Bird. And Ellis. Healed.
Back.
Ella Walker getting through huge amount of work. Big bright future and relishing her chance in amongst this senior Waratahs squad. Annabelle Cody. Big strong work from her.
Step
Almost
back,
a little bit of a high fend off as well. Wari Ellis. getting involved in a ball-playing role. Elusive work from her. And Nelson, great run. Mackenzie Nelson diving. The Waratahs, a highlight play. Ellis starts it off and Nelson finishes.
It's a nice little in and away from Nelson. You can see the lift the bench have had from the Waratahs. Made a few changes. Ellis has come on. Annabelle Cody saw her do quite a few good runs, barnstorming runs to the Tars. It was a nice little in and away from Nelson. Great hands from Nancy Volkman. The offload back at Bubba. Waiadia Ellis, Bubba getting a second touch. It's exactly what the Tars want. Dangerous player like her. Get the ball in her hands. I love to see Nelson back herself in and away, going on the outside of Doblo to do a nice finish.
20 seconds.
See the excitement from the Tars. Former player Eliseva Batabasaga is there talking to the Tars girls. I'm sure she's just saying, this is it. Just keep chipping away. Keep the foot on the throat now. We've got them.
Unsuccessful. The score is 14 points to 12 for the Queensland Reds.
Kicks, got too much on it.
Scrum? Yeah. Scrum called.
Ladies and gentlemen, among the raft of replacements for the New South Wales Waratahs in jersey number 23 is the local girl, Martha Harvey.
Okay, new players on the field. Stability, wait for the ball, okay?
Got you here. Seconds in.
Crouch!
Scrum being fed. Martha Harvey.
Bind!
Strong Narrabri connection hailing from this area. There are plenty of really nice Narrabri connections through all of the matches being played. Her brother Sid will play with the Waratahs men's side to round off this big Saturday at the Santos Festival of Rugby, and Reardon takes full advantage with Grace Gillies just standing there prone, being held around the legs. Annabelle Cody. Typical ball carry from her. Ellis and Harvey, two bright stars combining, and that ball has been dropped by Rachel Balcom. The enthusiasm to be out here, just getting the better of her.
Yeah, we're seeing a real lift from the Tars bench. It's been fantastic. Small little error there from Balcom, unfortunately, for the Waratahs, but made changes at the right time. We're seeing a whole newfound energy from the Waratahs. Some great organisation from Waiadia Ellis as well.
Bind! Set! Hold! Inside.
Britt Merlot to throw. Tars able to play that one. Harry Ellis, and look at young Ella Walker continuing to combine. Taj Heald. A lot to like from Mike Ruthen there.
Play on, knock on
Annabelle
advantage.
Cody
Step
losing the
back,
ball,
9.
going backwards and
Step
bounce,
back,
but
8.
with the Reds,
Still playing knock on advantage.
more. Heald trying to strip
Step
that.
blue, back.
The Reds haven't had a lot of go forwards in the past few minutes. Reardon
9, you've got penalty
falling
advantage
forwards. They felt that contact, the Waratahs. Now the Reds
now. Leave it.
with Blackburn stringing a couple of phases together. Doherty, flat ball, and out they go. Dascombe, Parsi, good hands. Longer poller.
No advantage.
The Reds having a really fast breakdown.
Number
As we said in the
16
first
offside.
half, they continue that quick
Never
ruck
back
speed,
onside.
lots of offloads. They want to play fast, free-flowing footy. Trying to expose them on the outside, unable to do so with a bit of a loose offload, but the rest bringing it back. No advantage from an offside from the Waratahs.
Good kick from the Reds. Gives them the line out 5 away.
Okay, lines to centre. Yep.
See again, we've seen
Subs.
Reardon from the Reds and Walker from the
Key
Tars
timing
in
right here, back.
everything. The Reds swung that ball out wide. They just kept the ball live. Didn't want to go into breakdowns. When they did, it was really quick, forcing the Tars to have to
Just hold the throw.
spin round the
Just hold,
ruck
guys. Sorry, we got subs.
to defend.
Okay.
Kieran Berry leaves the field. A very serviceable 55 minutes from her. Both benches being called upon heavily. Great throw to the back. Half broken up by the Waratahs, but Neil bursting onto it. The Reds up by 2.
Blue, step back.
Two's out. Her first carry since rejoining proceedings. They are over and the ball's down. Molly Kennedy off the bench, fired up with the Reds, and they have another try.
Molly Kennedy from the bench, beneficiary of those points. Jordan Neal's run off the line out really got the Reds on the front foot. It's a deep throw from the Reds, slightly loose. Jordan Neal regathered control of it. It was a really strong run. He was falling off the back of her. The Reds playing fast. Sarah Doherty getting the ball into Tutau's hands, and it was another quick ruck. Ball to Molly Kennedy. She drove over, just finding space, spinning around, finding space in between all those Tars defenders.
Reds, Molly Kennedy for the Reds, touches down at 9-12 kick to come.
Continue to capitalise on many of their opportunities, the Reds, and the conversion is a good 2 points. And that to 21-12, the score.
Conversion successful.
Couple of players off the bench,
Reds 21,
making things count.
Waratahs 12.
It's big ups to the Reds' defensive system and connection, not conceding points, being down a woman.
Time's on.
Ellis kicks it straight into the arms of Neil. Neil winds up and takes a
Keep
few
going,
with
back,
her.
Back, back, back. Keep going, keep going. Step. No falling.
The Reds out to the wing. Great pace. Longer power.
Tackle!
Needs to be released and is. Evans. And Tuana. The Reds looking for more points.
Holding on.
Waratahs with the penalty.
Another good
Holding
pilfer
on.
at the breakdown. Reds not releasing after being tackled.
Can you work harder at last feet, please? Okay.
A huge shift from this player on screen right now, Taj Hield.
She looks like she's feeling it as well.
Time's off. Just hold the throw, please, Charlotte. Just hold, guys.
Setu back onto the park.
Okay, time on. Wait.
Cody and Harvey. Here's Ellis. Young, young star just continuing to burn through. Ella Walker. Waratahs Ellis. Great ball. The try scorer, Nelson, continuing to have her way with that right wing. Nelson. An individually brilliant performance in the past 15 minutes, and she has a second.
That was a fantastic effort from Nelson. Fantastic solo try. Waratahs Ellis gave her a great ball, giving her the advantage on the outside, but it was all her from there. See Waratahs Ellis square up at the line, give Nelson the space, but then it was Nelson that fended off Sarah Doherty, and Nelson again that fended off Talia Evans. She has some speed to burn and some strength to go with it. You can see the joy scoring under the post, make it a little bit easier for her kickers. We love that.
Great awareness too, knowing where the sideline is. The kick stays wide from Jewel Fa'awi.
21 points to 17.
And
Queensland
4
Reds.
points the margin the way of the Reds.
20 minutes left in the game.
I think that was really good from Waratahs, the way she squares up the defenders. She didn't just keep running sideways, because they could have all just shaped out and taken Nelson out over the sideline. The way she squared up, squared her hips, dug into the line, forced the Reds to turn their hips. It allowed Nelson that initial space, but from there it was all her.
Annabelle Cody being driven to the side and then making sure she's pumping those legs to go forwards. Harvey.
Sorry.
A little bit of a gap. Reardon closes that. As Gillies was driven to the turf. Waiari Ellis looks so dangerous in that first receiver role. Elusive from Waiari Ellis. She's got 3 to beat. Harvey bursting onto it. Healed in support. Ellis again buttering up. Lovely work from some of these young Tars. Looping ball, out they go. There's a huge overlap, and Vesikula gives it away to Nelson, who's having an afternoon, and she has a hat-trick.
What a passage of play from the New South Wales Waratahs. Again, Waiaria Ellis, her with ball in hands is so dangerous. She then got a second touch in that passage of play. I think when she got tackled, I actually saw her smiling at the bottom of the ruck. She's just having so much fun out there. You see, watch her, she shapes to kick. The Reds rush up, then allows that space on her inside, using her footwork and the support from Martha Harvey. Now it's the Tars this time that are keeping the ball alive. Their support play unreal there. Getting the space, seeing the space out to the right. Vesikula getting the ball again in in Nelson's hands.
20 seconds now.
A hat-trick for Mackenzie Nelson here in Narrabri. And a highlight performance as part of the Santos Festival of Rugby.
I've seen a huge lift from the Tars since those bench changes, Will.
Kicking still proving an issue for the Tars, but by weight of tries, they've taken the lead.
And also Annabelle Cody only just landed a couple of days ago from the Women's Rugby World Cup back in
Positioning's been good from Nelson. Her speed's been terrific as well. Strong in the carry, balanced runner, able to fend off and have that really strong set position, taking the ball into contact. And 3 tries for Mackenzie Nelson. And as you say, the spark of Ari Ellis, Martha Harvey coming on and combining with her too. Young players able to make a real difference. Annabelle Cody has the ball, which was spilt again, getting that paw up to defend. Tireless stuff from the starting back rowers from the Tars, Taj Hield and Ella Walker. And there is Ella Walker having herself an afternoon. The Reds trail by 1. First time they've trailed today, and Harvey spies the gap. Harvey's away. The hometown hero is dragged down and is isolated. Merlot, an important piece of work at the breakdown.
Use it!
17.5 minutes to play, and the Tars a spring in their step. Cody, with all the time in the world as far as she's concerned, just shovels it off the heel. Ellis. Flat ball, good defence from Queensland. Rushing out of the line was Molly Kennedy.
Advantage, high tackle,
Again,
number 18.
Kennedy rushing out. This time penalised for a high tackle. Ellis stepping. Ellis getting it away. Walker, wow.
Advantage over.
Absolutely everywhere here this afternoon and taking full advantage of the opportunity. Ellis falling in the contact.
No hands now, leave red.
Healed. Stopped in her tracks by Tutau. Walker.
No, play on.
driven backwards. Strong
Step back.
piece of work from Dascombe
Backwards.
and
Counter's
Longapoa.
good.
Ball available and then left behind. Waratahs Ellis
Offside.
diving on it.
21,
Lovely ruck
offside.
recognition from Brianna Dascombe and Kaylin Parsey to drive over. See again, you've mentioned her so many times, Will, but Ella Walker has been phenomenal this half. See here, Brianna Dascombe and Kaylin Parsey quickly joins in. They recognise that Nelson's on her own. They want to counter ruck.
Thank you.
And the Reds, despite the
Okay, let's go, please.
knock on, they end up with the ball.
Number 8, sub. Number 8. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Tim Horan getting into the spirit. He's got the local kit on, the sponsors merch. And Tiranui a little bit more subdued. The classic Wallabies paraphernalia to the legends of the game. A good line out from the Reds. Annabelle Cody
Okay, step.
stopping them.
Back, head dip, back.
Interesting seeing Cody and Waratahs Ellis having just returned from time over in the UK with the Wallaroos. Not getting a huge amount of minutes, but relishing the chance to be back out into the middle and getting the shoulders moving. Blackburn
Advantage. No arms, tackle.
receiving the penalty.
Number 27.
Tutau just handing it off for Setu, another of the try scorers for the Reds. Strong carry from her, legs pumping. Doherty.
Still playing advantage.
Tutau again. Spent 10 in the bin. It looks like the legs are still very fresh. Tuana had to fetch back for it.
Advantage
Blackburn.
over.
Through the hands, the Reds. Parsey weaving around. Great ball out to the wing. Flynn has a couple to beat, and Flynn is dragged down. Heavy contact and the ball is spilt. Parsey bumping off another one. Bit of a loose carry in the end, and Merlot is able to snaffle the
Leave it,
ball.
the ball. Leave it. Back. Take it back.
Ellis
Contact's okay.
was hit as she kicked, but contact has been cleared. Reds a little bit of space. Longapoa done some nice things since coming on. Tutau. Big few minutes from her, and the error being forced. Waratahs still leading by one. Their only lead of the match. Harvey. Now Ellis roaming around, a dangerous prospect.
Step head gear. Advantage is up.
Queensland doing well again, forcing the Tars to be present at the breakdown in attack. Nice little run. And Nelson on the outside. Well, he's kept it.
Hands off, no.
Ellis. Nice defence from Moore. Forces the knock on.
Knock on advantage.
And the Reds looking to regain the lead. Setu stood up. Doherty. Parsey. Couple of half gaps for her. Flynn doing well to come back inside. Cramps setting in for both sides. Parsey
Step
stretching the
back.
calves and hamstrings. The match is there to be taken, and this is the time either of these sides can capitalise. The Reds have a look about them at the moment. The Tars doing well, scrambling side to side. Cody put an initial shot on, but didn't secure the ball runner. And Nelson's ended up with
Play on,
the
balls
loose
out.
football. Harvey back to Ellis, and they would have loved that to go into touch just to settle things down. The Reds have been peppering the Waratahs line. Tars getting that line set again. Cody hands to the ball. Setu. Up to the 22.
Good steal. No, good steal.
You go, the ball bobbling around all over the place. Walker.
Let it come.
Gone 70 so far. Here's Nelson. Create some issues for the Reds again.
Back.
Gone backwards the call. Ellis. Huge hit. Setu. Both sides keen to continue to put the pain on.
We can't play that there. Held, guys.
Wow, you can see the fatigue in both sides. That was such a long passage of play without any stoppages. Saw Waratahs Ellis try to kick for touch, didn't find it. Both sides gas. This is it, the final 10 minutes. They've got to dig deep. This is going to prove
Number 9, Red.
who's got what it takes.
Number 9.
That hit from Setu was huge. Balcom crumbling down.
Okay.
And what it's done for the Tars is given them the opportunity to get out of their own half.
Yep. 4,
Attention.
Guys. 4, drop 1, Red.
For Balcom on the end of it.
Back
It's
10,
a loose
back 10.
throw. And the Tars back under pressure.
No,
it's
that's
coming
not
back through Ackland. It's not coming back. We're going back.
Yeah. Yeah, good call. Offside.
Ellis and the
Just hit.
Tars
Never
need to
back
just
10.
be composed here. They do lead by 1.
19, offside, never back 10.
Chance to really control things and even try and stretch this advantage now. Spent the past 10 or so minutes deep in their own defensive end. Defending and defending, turning the ball over and then defending again. Now inside the 22. It's a great place for the Waratahs. The Reds, on the other hand, have to find something. Merlot. Well taken by the Tars. Holly Cameron soaring up. Walker, it's off hands. She's put in a big shift and it might be starting to take its toll. Waratahs Ellis gets the offload away. Lovely work from the Tars. Vesicula. The Waratahs find the space. Waratahs Ellis putting in a starring performance. Vesicula finishing.
Since she's come on, she's been involved in everything. Every try has had her hands on the ball in the passage leading up to it. A beautiful feat from Vesicula as well to finish it off. Waratahs Ellis spotting the half gap, getting the offload away. Vesicula off that left foot. Nice, strong, big, don't argue, to score under the post for the Tars. Tars now extending their lead.
Number 13 for the Waratahs, outside centre.
She's been good, Vesicula. Done what she's needed to do. Hasn't missed much in defence. And then when the Tars have been able to use the ball in this second half, release the back line, control a bit of shape, she's been central.
She has taken the opportunities when they present themselves.
The easiest kick for Fa'awi and able to add the extras, so that is an important conversion. Puts it out to 29-21 and an 8-point lead for the Tars, and you would think that is just about enough the way the game's gone. Wouldn't put the pencil down just yet, but it's an important lead.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's been both sides have had to work really hard for their points, so just 8 minutes left.
Which way you going?
It's going to be a tough ask for the Reds, but if they can hold on to the ball and generate that fast ruck speed, it's certainly doable.
Stay behind.
Beautiful afternoon continues. Conditions have been terrific today. Still have 2 fixtures coming your way. Off the back of this one, another women's sevens clash between the Waratahs and Reds, and then those two sides doing battle in Super Rugby Oz Men's. And we're coming your way 5:45 Australian Eastern Standard Time. And a Reds penalty, so this will help.
This is the opportunity the Reds needed. They know time isn't on their side. They're going to need it.
Number 7 offside.
Going to need to play fast.
The kick onto the top of the facilities, but they would have liked a little bit more territory, the Reds. Setu back on to support the front row. Using plenty of options off the bench. Mary Tuana to throw. It's off hands, it's available, healed, mopping up. Waiaria Ellis, Vesicula. Good defence from the Reds. Vesicula almost spilling that. Look at Waiaria Ellis understanding the need to get involved and just ensuring the line was set. That was an important play from the 18-year-old.
Yeah, she held strong over the ball, forcing the Reds to have to go around her to try and get a turnover illegally so.
Kick's not out. The bounce gives the Tars a little bit of breathing space. Lungapoa and Evans combining. Evans deciding to kick. Works out all right for them. Ellis has to track it back, but it's Tars ball and that terrific step causing all sorts of issues for Whiteman Bevan. Walker continuing to butter up.
Back Red.
Been involved with the West Tigers NRLW set up and the New South Wales under-19s representative side as Walker, and certainly putting her name up in lights in Waratahs 15's set up at the moment. Ellis falling. Cody winding up. Big strong run from her.
Red.
Merlot. Strong leg drive. Great balance.
Leave it now, you're not on the ball. Let it come, let it come.
Walker again calling for it, looking for work. Another great carry from her.
Back.
Waratahs up by 8.
No.
Reds still
well
throwing
played,
themselves
Charlotte.
into the contest. Setu. A two-tout. Good tackle from her, also from Dascombe.
Step
So
back.
the Reds playing right to the end, still keen to try and create something. Two-tout and Dascombe both a little bit worse for wear. Harvey. Whoa, rushing out of the line. Paris Moore putting some hurt on. Lovely run, a good tackle too. The enthusiasm and commitment from both sides has been high quality. Hands to the ball from Blackburn. Couldn't get it cleanly. Martha Harvey
Backwards.
goes herself. Has gone backwards. The Tars. 8 points up. 3.5 to play. Continue to march bit by bit into
forward.
Reds territory. Harvey and Ellis. Cody left it behind. Malungi bumping off the first, then brought down. Harvey just darting towards the line, causing indecision from the Reds defensively. Ellis conceding. Vesicula. Moore has been flying out of that defensive line. Harvey, Vesicula, spotting a gap, gets the offload away. Walker, good hands. The Tars running rampant late. Mackenzie Nelson on the outside, Taj healed. Now they run out of support. Now they've managed to keep this ball. Grace Gillies needs to take a bow. Walker, carry number 703 for her. The Reds rushing up again. The ball's been stripped.
Knock on.
And adjudged to have gone forwards first. And we will have a scrum that will just about take us with all of the deep breaths and hands on heads to full time.
Knock on.
It
Mark
will.
over here,
Both
please.
sides playing
Just over here,
their
girls.
best footy when it's in broken play, I think. I'm loving seeing the offloads from both the Waratahs in that passage of play, the Reds earlier on when they scored their tries. That's when we're seeing the most free-flowing
girls, please.
footy. Good to see Brianna
Wait for the
Dascombe
ball.
is getting up and good to go after some attention from the physio. The Reds, can they get one more in
Stretch.
before full time? They have to hold onto the ball and go the full field.
Set.
There's been all Tars in the final 20 odd minutes. And that's a great scrum from the Waratahs. Walker picks it up and goes. No player more deserving of a try than her. This is a day that Ella Walker will remember, and rugby fans might also remember seeing her emerge.
You said it, Will. No one more deserving than Ella Walker. She has been everywhere this whole game. She's looking for work. Every effort, every passage of play, she is there. She's involved in the picture somehow. This dominant scrum from the Waratahs. Unreal. Ella Walker picked it up off the back, adding some points to her name alongside all of her other huge efforts throughout the game.
Martha Harvey thinking, I'll just pick this up, and Walker saying, I don't think so. Do you know where on the field we are? We're going forwards and I'll be taking that ball. Ella Walker wouldn't be denied, and what a day for her. Congratulations to the number 8 for the Tars. He has done everything on both sides of the ball and makes it a 34-21 ball game.
Now you got 5 seconds.
The conversion is again unsuccessful, so a tough day off the tee for Jul Fawi. But the Tars, 34-21 the scoreline, and a massive second half from New South Wales. They had trailed 14 points to nil early on. It was 14-7 at half time. And then after trading tries to start the second half, it is 4 unanswered tries from the Waratahs. And it is a 34-21 win and some high quality rugby.
Yeah, there certainly was. Plenty of great footy played from both sides. The back end of that half certainly dominated by the Waratahs. But so good to see so many young players coming through as well, with plenty of players away, of course playing at the World Cup for the Wallaroos. It's given really great opportunity to add some depth to both squads and for these young girls to come through and show what they can do.
That's it, the Santos Festival of Rugby. A great opportunity for a lot of these players to continue to showcase their abilities, get more game time under the belt, and those competitive minutes for so many of these players is terrific to see. Highlights across the board in the second half, certainly for the Tars. A second half hat-trick for Nelson, and she scored the first of those 3 tries to start the second half. The Reds, a try through Kennedy as well. That was the yellow card for Tutau, and it led to some broken play opportunities for the Tars in the first try for Nelson.
Yeah, and it was this woman on screen with the ball, Waratahs Ellis, that was everywhere for the majority of those tries. Aside from that last one from the scrum, putting Nelson in the corner a couple times was Waratahs Ellis. We saw a huge shift from her when she came onto the field.
This was the try for the Reds. Kennedy off the bench and able to muscle up. And they had a few of these opportunities in the second half they couldn't capitalise on, but it was a different Tars side with Waratahs Ellis and Harvey roaming around, and the finishing ability from Mackenzie Nelson was first rate.
It sure was. She showed she had plenty of speed, footwork and strength in that power in that fend. Flirting with the sideline, but she was wherever it was, she backed herself. Again, Waratahs Ellis just causing so much havoc through the middle of the park. Ball in 2 hands. It was great support play from Martha Harvey. Taj Heald, again, we'd seen her score a try in the first half. And the ability for them to recognise the space is out wide, let's get it there. Wasn't, okay, well, we've made a break, let's go. Let's get it out wide again to Nelson, scoring for the Waratahs.
Again, the build-up for each of these second half tries starts with the 18-year-old Waratahs Ellis darting and weaving, stepping off both feet, presenting the ball and finding the right ball runner, and they supported her well. Vesikula with her try, and this was the final try. Ella Walker, a massive day, played the full 80, got the try to ice the game and ensure the 34-21 final score. So a great performance from the Tars. They'll enjoy Saturday evening in Narrabri. We still have plenty of rugby coming your way today as part of the Santos Festival of Rugby at Dangar Park. A hat-trick for Mackenzie Nelson. Plenty of smiles all around. Claudia Meltzer set things up well and kept the Tars in it in that opening half, but a lot to like from both sides. The Reds were good too. Certainly plenty to take out of this as well.
Yeah, so many positives. Shannon Parry coached the Sevens team. She actually said how great this opportunity was for both the 15s and the Sevens Reds program. Opportunities to blood some younger players, for them to play, opportunities to play. There's nothing better than that. That's the only way you're going to grow the game. Getting to play alongside some quality, experienced players as well for those young girls.
We do have 2 more fixtures coming your way. Soon it will be another women's sevens clash between the Tars and the Reds, and then we finish the day with a Super Rugby Oz men's clash between the Tars and the Reds. But for now, we're going to take a quick break. On the back of this Super Rugby women's clash, the Waratahs winning 34-21. We're in Narrabri for the Santos Festival of Rugby, and it has been thumbs up all around today. So much going on around Narrabri, courtesy of the Santos Festival of Rugby, and these two rugby union powerhouses, the Waratahs and the Queensland Reds, are in town. There's a lot going on last night. Plenty of famous faces getting involved and sharing their wisdom too. And we've seen already two terrific clashes in Narrabri today. We started off with a sevens clash between the Tars and the Reds. Then it was a Super Rugby women's clash between those two franchises as well. The Waratahs have won both of the clashes so far, so the Reds have a bit of work to do in this one. Another sevens clash, and it will be the Tars and the Reds. I'm very pleased to say Dom Detoy is with me still for this second of the sevens fixtures. Dom, it's been a great day in Narrabri so far. The first sevens clash was a win for the Tars in the end, and it took a bit of work to get there.
Yeah, it's been...
Was it a win for the... No, it was a win for the Reds.
So I didn't want to go over the top of you, Will.
You should. 19-17 for the Reds.
Yeah, I think we've seen some great footy from both sides across the 15s and 7s format. And it was in the first sevens game, the Reds, it was the first half, they didn't see much ball. They were struggling. It was all for the Tars. And then, as we said, it was a tale of two halves. So the second half, it was all Reds that had the ball. And we saw them really dominate, really come into their own. Charlie Nicola really standing up for the Reds, getting the win.
Terrific conditions, and we still have a Super Rugby Osmen's match this evening. And then tomorrow, plenty of rugby as well too. Eddie Burke enjoying the scenes in Narrabri, and she was good in the opener. Controlled the way the Tars sort of attacked. A bit of the shape was good, but the way that the Reds came into it was impressive. And as you say, Nicola was good. Pomerenki really turned things around after half-time, and they breached that deficit. So we're looking forward to it. The Tars and the Reds again as part of this Santos Festival of Rugby in Narrabri. And do you think we'll see too much of a different sort of style of play with these two sides? We know that the change was fairly widespread off the back of the Next Gen 7s last weekend. Do you think we'll see too much different in this one to the first?
No, I'm imagining it's going to be pretty similar. Both sides looking to spread the ball to their width. That lady in the number 23 jersey, Naya Cruikshank, got the Next Gen 7s tournament. She was really dominant, really leading the way with her carries. We didn't see too much of her in the first game, so I think they can get the ball in her hands a little bit more, set the platform for them to be able to unleash their strike weapons out wide. And for the Reds, just continue to get that ball in Charlie Nicola's hands. She controlled it really well, taking the line on, using her footwork, both for herself and to unleash her teammates out wide.
Both sides out onto Angar Park. Crowd continuing to roll in. Early start gates open at 12:30 today. And they'll be open all the way to the close of the Super Rugby Osmen's match. Abby Spooner ready to kick off. Father Nathan will be playing tomorrow as part of this Festival of Rugby. The Classic Wallabies taking on a local over 35s team rather. And the second of the women's sevens matches is underway. A deep kick, bobbled by the Tars, but going backwards, and Burke challenging the line early. Eddie Burke running away from the Reds. Eddie Burke trying to run just about the length of the field. What an opening this would be for the Tars, and Eddie Burke, she's got the pace. Lovely try from Burke.
There was a huge effort from Eddie Burke. A great kickoff from the Reds. Abby Spooner, Demeter Beetham bobbling a little bit, but Edie Burke picking up, choosing to go back down that same right-hand side and attack them when the Reds were up pressing. Huge effort from Edie Burke. You see a great fend, using her strength and her speed. Madison Pomerenki putting in a huge effort to try and chase her down, unable to do so though with Burke's pace.
Great strength from Burke. And a dream start for the Waratahs. They lead 7-0.
So Edie Burke's try
Conversion has been successful. How about that start? Before the minute's even up, Burke, the opening try, she was good in the first match today in terms of the shape of the Waratahs, and a solo effort gives them an early lead. Well done at the breakdown, hands on the ball, and a penalty going the Waratahs' way. Quick tap as well. Waratahs really testing Queensland. Cruikshank. On the Tars, centre of the park. Ball going backwards through the hands to Ranui. Strong fend initially, and buttering up again. And he had a good tackle. Williams getting involved, and look at the speed and the awareness. Solaro. The Tars go bang bang in the opening 2 minutes, 2 tries to nil.
The defence just opening up through the middle for Miller Alaro. She just had to look up, and she knew that she was in space. She was on, no one in sight able to chase her down. The Waratahs 2 early tries against the Reds to open up this second match.
Can't have a much better start in practicality. 2 tries in the opening 2 minutes, and that is great awareness from Alaro. Terrific step and plenty of pace to run away. It was never a contest in the end. 2 tries to nil. What have the Reds got off the back of this kickoff? Almost contestable. The pressure was felt. Alaro and Burke, the 2 try scorers, making sure their presence is felt in defence as well. The Reds just dragging themselves up 10 away from halfway. Probing run from Devine, just about through. Good second effort from Eddie Burke. The Reds into Waratahs territory. Good tackle from Williams. Wynyard, his service. Orchard, the captain, involved. Burke, a lunging tackle, not enough for Nicola. What a fortnight she continues to have. A great try, weaving away. Nicola scores. The Reds back into it.
Well, we saw her do very similar in the first game. Charlie Nicola, ball in 2 hands, using her footwork, a little stop and go, causing the Waratahs to plant their feet and get caught on their heels. Great run from Charlie Nicola. Saw Demeter Beetham give a really great chase. Former sprinter.
Come off here, girls.
Yeah, Charlie Nicola, she squares up Edie Burke and then
All good?
a little in and away, takes her on the outside. Beetham giving chase. Not enough grass for her to be able to get to Nicola before the try line.
Hold red.
Scored by Charlie Nicola and converted by
So Spooner converting the try and now kicking off. Sun causing a few issues for the Waratahs. Safely controlled by Burke. Stepping again and taking on the Reds. Burke almost through. Desperate work from Pomeranki, and it needed to be made. Tars, they've started well. They continue to ask questions. Beetham down that far side and Beetham wheeling around. Plenty of class from the Tars. Beetham with the 3rd try.
Back-to-back efforts from Beetham. She's really showing her fitness. She did that big chase down on Charlie Nicola, unable to get there, but this time she does with the ball in hand. Down the far sideline, Beetham backs herself and scores under the post for the Waratahs.
21-7 the score. The conversion from Williams successful, 3 from 3. And the Tars, they've found space time and time again.
Ball well held up from Anaya Cruikshank. She picked the ball up from half, drew in the edge defender, and unleashed Beetham down the sideline.
Play on.
Ball off the Tars.
Rock on.
And Pomeranki cutting back towards the far side.
I got in the play. We'll play
Running
the scrum.
into
Correct.
the referee.
You have one here for me getting in the way. Or the one there for the knock on. Yep. Scrum.
We haven't seen the Reds with too much ball. It's been mostly the Tars this half, and they've certainly capitalised every time they've had ball in
Red.
hand.
No, I got in the way. Here, I got in the way. Stop them. Okay. Here. Crouch. Bind. Set. Hold. Stay there.
Red successful from the scrum. Spooner involved.
Play on.
Tars defensive line was a little bit fractured. It worked out okay though because the ball was handed off to Williams. A Cruikshank, an initial fend, dragged down, gets it away. Beetham, right foot step, high fend.
Step, Red.
Tars with the ball for Cruikshank. Got some depth here, Burt. Spooner, good tackle.
Can survive the clean out. No, leave it.
Tars able to play. Rush defence affecting things. Tiranui with some room on the outside if she's got the pace, and that she does. Tiranui bursting away. A lot to like about the Waratahs start to this one. And Darcy Tiranui skips right around. Another great try for the Waratahs.
Darcy Tiranui didn't have much space there, but she was able to convert it into points. The Reds pushing up in defence, unable to land on a player. When you press like that, you've got to connect to a player. Otherwise, exactly as we saw there, Darcy Tiranui is left in space, and she is too fast to allow any kind of space.
Brilliant first half from the Waratahs. They lost the opener to the Reds 19 points to 7, and at half time they lead 28 points to 7. 4 tries converted for the Waratahs and a healthy lead at the break. $28 points to 7. The Waratahs lead the Reds at half-time. Dom, they capitalised every time they got a little bit of a look at the space the Reds offered.
Yeah, they did. They made the most of every opportunity that they had the ball. Edie Burke opening up the account after a bit of a bobble from her teammate Demita Beetham. She attacked the right edge. Reds pushing up in defence and left the right edge unmarked. And then it just again opened up for Miller Alaro through the middle. Great vision from Alaro. Right foot step. Reds defence just not quite having the connection that they had in that first game.
That is hard to do. And completely parallel. And the Reds will be the beneficiaries. Waiaria Ellis on for some more rugby here in Narrabri. She's back from the World Cup with the Wallaroos. Played a starring role in the second half of the Super Rugby Women's Clash, which the Tars were able to win. And here she is with the Sevens outfit. The ball is left behind by Reece Orcher. Abby Spooner delivering, and huge contact Pomerenke. She receives a penalty as well.
Forward there. Advantage. High tackle. 11. 11 blue. High.
And the Reds a decision to make.
Yeah, really powerful carry from Pomerenke. Saw the way she bumped off New South Wales Waratahs.
Spooner showing the ball. Ellis' second effort is strong and forces the error. Scrum coming.
Nice tackle from Ellis. Again, recognising Abby Spooner going sideways. She gets a bit of a lever there, causing Abby Spooner to drop the ball. Really well done from Ellis.
Come this way.
Been really well supported in the Santos Festival of Rugby by everyone involved, especially the local sporting community, and it's been great to see. There's been so much happening in and around the football, and that continues this evening. Really nice probing run again from the Waratahs. Now Williams. Not hanging on too long. The Reds keen to play and exploit the Waratahs tracking back. Nicola. Again, a lot to like about the way she goes about things. Ellis determined, and Reds almost conceding the ball to the young star. Nice work from Williams and Waratahs Ellis, who's dragged to the ground.
Work, Red.
Williams again central. Cruikshank brought down, good hands. Olaro. Spooner worked off it. Cruikshank had to wait for the retreating Reds defenders. Takes 3 to bring her to ground. Olaro. Callahan spots a gap. The explosiveness is genuine. Callahan running around the Reds, dishing it off. The support's good as well. Darcy Prosser-Shaw continues the Waratahs romp, and they lead with another try to start the second half.
The tempo and change of pace from Callahan destroyed the Reds there. She really lifted up a notch.
Yeah.
Really big right foot step. And Darcy Prosser-Shaw supporting on the outside. Scoring for the Waratahs. But it was Callahan's step and speed that caught the Reds on the back foot.
There's that vision too, the way she looked up and exploded. They've, I think you mentioned it in those first half highlights, their vision and awareness in this one has been really impressive.
Yeah, it has. The Waratahs showing a lot of experience and composed heads, I think, with that vision.
Come on, let's go.
33-7, the first unsuccessful conversion in this one. Safely taken by the Reds. 3 to play. Waratahs well in control.
Offside, blue 6.
Penalty for the Reds will help as far as tempo goes. Spooner plays it quickly. Pomerenki bursting through the first and then dumped by Olaro. With Vial. Great tackle, Prosser-Shaw and into touch.
Oh, it's a coach killer getting put into touch like that. Vial backing herself. I don't mind that backing stuff. Just got to have the awareness of where the sideline is. It was a fantastic tackle from Prosser-Shaw. The way Pomerenki runs, I want to see people run off her. She gets her hand free, looking for an offload.
We go with Williams and Tiranui. Again, that trademark speed on show. No one can go with Darcy Tiranui, and another try for Darcy Tiranui.
Vial sticking with her for a little bit, but as the distance went on, as Darcy continued to run, Darcy Tiranui too fast. Just 16 years of age playing in this competition. So much speed.
Conversion is good, and the opportunity to see these young stars on the bigger stage is a delight, and a young woman with an enormous future.
Just saw her break away. See, just building speed almost as she went on.
Not 10.
Ball not 10. Tars were bursting onto it. 40 points to 7. And a minute to play.
Hold.
Chance for the Reds to try and string a few phases together.
Let's go.
Spooner taps and the Reds a little bit pedestrian. Ellis on the ball.
Holding on. Blue, come
Ellis
back.
winning the turnover.
Yes.
Ellis, great step, good defence from Spooner. Waratahs challenging the Reds line.
No, leave it red, not through the gate.
Queensland waved out of it. Ellis away for Olaro. Back inside, Tiranui looking for extra work. Olaro.
Backwards.
Ball a touch too enthusiastic and out of play.
Lara could have kept running herself then. We're seeing the Tars playing with a lot more tempo and intent than the Reds at the moment.
Play up, Blue.
See, inside ball. Mila Lara gets it again. The line's open in front of her. She chooses to pass to Prosser-Shaw and the ball falling loose.
Got the advantage for the knock on.
Reds with a knock-on advantage and with pace too. Good defence from New South Wales. The ball off hands and to ground. They'll come back to that advantage as time enters the red.
Scrum, red. Knock on in the line out.
Can the Reds go the full field?
Well, we'd like to see it, wouldn't we, from a neutral perspective, but the Waratahs have dominated this one right from the outset off the kickoff. Burt backing her pace and challenging the Reds and having her way with them too. Strong scrum from the Waratahs. The Reds going backwards. Little dink kick through. Tiranui able to track that one back. Under all sorts of pressure. Great composure from her. Really good game awareness and positional awareness. And Ari Ellis. Bring it away. Good strong work and contact from Flanders. Gets it away. And Prosser Shaw able to skip through. Another try for Prosser Shaw. And the Waratahs dominate the Queensland Reds in this one.
I love the attitude from the New South Wales Waratahs. The game tied up, they choose to play, swing the ball wide. Prosser Shaw, the beneficiary of the points. But I love that attitude to play. They want to get more in. You said it well, but the Tars have really just dominated this entire game.
Conversion is successful. 47 points to 7. The Waratahs had their way with the Reds in Narrabri. And they split the two-game series here today as part of the Santos Festival of Rugby. 1-1, but that second performance from New South Wales, very polished, a lot to like.
Yeah, really clinical. Love the intent. The Reds just caught in the back foot a lot of the time, didn't see much ball, and the Waratahs capitalised on every single mistake the Reds made. Playing with plenty of pace, tempo and flair, the Waratahs.
7 tries to 1, and the only try for the Reds coming in the 4th minute. The second half was all the Waratahs. 3 tries for them, and the space opened up. Prosser Shaw bookending the second half. She scored the opener, and they continued to lift their eyes and exploit any space the Reds would offer.
They did. Again, we see Darcy Tiranui here on the edge. Using her speed, Chanel Williams drawing in the Reds defenders. As Darcy scoring that try. And here Prosser Shaw again, as you said, Will, bookending the halves.
We love what we've seen from these young women putting on a show, not just for those in Narrabri, Dangar Park, but also watching around the Rugby Australia socials and YouTube. And a big performance from the Waratahs. 7 tries to 1 and 47 to 7 in the second of the women's sevens matches. We have the Super Rugby Oz men's clash still to come this evening. The Waratahs and the Reds. We look forward to that one. But for now, take a quick break off the back of this. The Waratahs 47 to 7.